Pop out. Whatever that means. What are you doing in my car? This is kind of weird, making me just a tad bit uncomfortable. Well, I guess that's the perfect way to start the video now, isn't it though? Uncomfortable, weird, random. And why am I in the back seat? Well, now the camera's not exactly even, but yeah, I'm going inside. Oh, that's not the off button. Why do I not know how to work my own camera?
I am dead inside.
Hi. Trigger, please move. Dang it. Hi. My camera's slanted. It's not where I want it. For flip's sake. We're going no microphone with this video. Sorry, the sound's gonna sound pretty awful. I'm gonna look at the viewfinder a lot. I'm gonna need to blow my nose a lot. And my cats are probably gonna walk in and interrupt me multiple times. Just a fair warning. Hi, my name is Ashley, if you didn't know, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Hi, this is the first video you chose to watch. I'm sorry. This video is gonna be a lot of talking, which I guess is what a lot of YouTube videos are anyways, but I don't even know. Okay. Let me just recap a little bit. If you don't really care about this, just skip forward. I was on a consistent upload schedule where I would upload every Saturday at like exactly 7 a.m. I was pretty good at it. I did it for at least like a month. I was good and I was consistent and I was proud of myself for doing that, and then I got out of that. Hence I haven't uploaded for a while. That's okay, you know. I just was really proud of myself from being able to do this because YouTube is something that I've wanted to do since I was like 8 years old. Sorry, I'm gonna pause a lot. I'm just gonna do that. I'm sorry. It's been a month. I just got a lot going on up in my head right now. And I thought, you know what, this is why I liked making videos. There was something about just setting up a camera and talking to myself that was really nice, and I got a lot out that I needed to say. It was kind of like a way I can communicate with other people, but in a less frightening way than like public speaking, because god, that's terrifying to do. And I loved that it's a platform you can like connect with people with similar problems. Maybe people can relate to stuff or get advice or help and support and shit like that. That's what I love about YouTube, and I've been missing that. I've been missing just making videos. And why I haven't been making videos, I honestly don't know. It's now winter time where I live anyways. It's very damn cold here, so finding the motivation sometimes is just really hard to make videos. I know I'm jumping all over the place. What I was trying to say is that I was in a consistent schedule and then I got out of that, and it was just like, oh, just this one week I didn't upload a video. Dang it, I'll do it next week. And then I didn't, and then I didn't again. And it was like this cycle of like, I'll do it next week, and then I didn't. And then I would say, oh, I'll do it next week, and then I didn't. And I think it's been now like a month since I uploaded, and I just feel very disappointed in myself. And there's been a lot of things going on. I mean, it's the holidays and shit, and then Christmas happened. I've been feeling sick for like 2 weeks. I mean, or my whole life. I feel like I blow my nose like 100 times a day. Is that normal? Does anyone else blow their nose this much? Because I was having this conversation with my mom. I blow my nose all the damn time. What's up with that? Do I just produce more mucus than some people? I'm so sorry. This was not what the video was supposed to be. Basically, I'm not in a great space. I suffer with anxiety, and I have bouts of periods where it's better and then bouts of periods where it's worse. And I think lately, especially since I've been like alone more, ever since like after high school, especially in college, I've kind of feel like I've gotten to know myself more. I kind of know my anxiety more, if that makes sense, and I can just feel when it's getting worse and basically when I'm not okay. And I'm just not okay right now, so that's one of the reasons I haven't been uploading very much. It's been cold. I have kind of writer's block, but like in like creativity block, making videos block. I feel like I can't think of what to make, because everything I think of, I'm like, no, that's not good enough. Who would want to watch that? How would you even make that? Like, some things I think of and I'm like, wow, that would be a great video idea, but then I think, no, you wouldn't be able to make that. It's kind of like imposter syndrome. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's basically just like, you don't think you're good enough, and I experienced that in a lot of aspects. Anything I just think I'm not good enough. Even good things I'm good at. I'm really good at writing. I love writing. I love creating stories. I have like such amazing imagination. I know I'm like really hyping myself up there, but like honestly I think I do, but I also think I don't. Like, I think, well, I'm not that good at it. Like, people definitely are better than me. There's specific words that like job descriptions use, and I read them and I'm like, oh no. No, I don't think I could do that. Or like, I probably could. It's probably due to my anxiety and needing everything to be in control and everything lined up, but oh well. Does anyone else experience that? Like, literally let me know. I'm really curious, because anxiety is way more than what a lot of people think it is, and it's just like, oh, you're anxious all the time. Like, no. Anxiety can be way more than that, and there's different types of anxiety, and I feel like I've learned so much about my anxiety since it first started in like middle school, but I struggled with it for so many years before anyone even knew what was happening. And like, that's the sad thing. If I could go back and change a lot of things about my anxiety, I probably would, because there was so much I didn't understand about it when I was younger. Obviously when I was like 12, I wouldn't have known that much. I don't even think I knew what like mental health even was. They don't teach it early enough in school, I feel. Children can experience anxiety. Children at like the age of 8 can have anxiety, and definitely ADHD, OCD, depression. I mean, like, children can suffer from mental mental illnesses, and why don't we teach it soon enough? Like I said, I was gonna jump around a lot. I just had a lot I needed to get off my chest, because I've been holding a lot of things in. Yesterday I had this kind of breakthrough of a moment where I had a lot of strong emotions come out of me between family members, and then I was on a call with my mom and I was so angry. I don't know if it was all anger, but I was basically like full on yelling into the phone. Like, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, like if you've ever just had a call with someone and you just started talking about things, and then before you know it, you're like from 0 to 100 and you're just like letting all of these things out, and you don't even realize what you're saying or how you're saying it. It's just coming out of you like kind of like a fountain exploding. That's what people say happens when you hold in emotions, and I literally think it happened to me yesterday. Like, these emotions wasn't targeted towards my mom. They were targeted towards someone else, but I was just talking about it to my mom on the phone. And I think some of it wasn't even the problem. Like, it was such a tiny little problem, but I think everything was piled up. Like, a lot of things that were underneath for like months or maybe even years just came out suddenly. It was kind of this like once I got done and I got off the phone, I sat there and I was just like staring out the window, and I was thinking, and I started crying. Like, my eyes started watering, because I was like, oh my god, I'm not okay. I clearly have some issues coming out of me. I mean, like, why else would I have just yelled like that and had that such strong of a reaction while on the phone just talking about something? I mean, it's also really hard because I'm such a sensitive person. I'm very emotional. I'm an empath. I feel so much, so deeply, which can be good because, you know, when something's happy or you're excited about something, you feel it so deeply more than other people. But it's also a bad thing when something sad happens or something that makes you mad. You feel it so much deeper than anyone else around you. And god, let me just think what I'm saying. And I realized this way too late. Obviously, like I said, since starting college, I feel like I learned more about myself. I learned why I had so many meltdowns as a kid and why so many things were so dramatic for me. And I was basically that child that would throw tantrums all the time because I had all these emotions inside. I feel like I couldn't process or get out or experience or talk through the right way. So it would just come out as outbursts, tantrums. And a lot of children experience that when they're not taught how to process and feel their emotions, and I still have that problem. Even as an adult, I still don't know how to process and deal with my emotions and just sit down and feel them, because they just hurt so much. And sometimes that leads to me lashing out at other people, and that's such an awful thing to do. And I know that. Like, I know the problems and I know what's wrong, but I don't know how to fix them. The amount of times I've said this to other people, like, yeah, I know this is my problem, but how do I fix it? And the fixing it is the hardest part, because I can instantly tell, like, oh, this is not right, stop doing that. But I can't stop because I don't know how. I have to like reprogram my whole mind, which is so screwed up enough that I wouldn't even know how to do that. I'm just dealing with so many problems at once, and they're all internal. So it's so hard for other people to see. Like, most of my friends don't even know half of the shit I'm dealing with inside my head. And I just think the biggest sign is just seeing how other people are reacting around you. How to know if you're struggling and you need some help, and if you're not okay. I mean, how are other people reacting? How are you reacting to them? Are you outbursting at other people? Are you holding everything in and then suddenly you're just shouting at the world? I mean, it comes through little by little. You know, if you're holding everything in, it might come out all at once, or it might leak out, which is harder to notice. Because I would have days where I would be great, happy, fun, whatever. And then the next day I would be crying at night. So it would start coming out. And a lot of my emotions come out through anger or just crying. That's just kind of what's worked with me, I guess. Worked for me. I know a lot of people process things that way, so I think it's not the worst way. At least like crying. Anger might not be the best way. It's also noticing, do things trigger you easier? Do you have a harder time processing things? Are you not sleeping as much? Are you not eating as much? Do you notice that little things are harder to do, like making videos? A thing that I love doing. I love editing. I love just talking to my camera and just sharing things. I love doing that, and yet I stopped it for a while. And that's another sign. Are things that you like doing, you stop doing. I mean, it can be as simple as taking a shower is harder now. That's a sign that maybe you're not okay. Or it could just be that you're too busy. The other thing, if you're busy all the time, it can start getting exhausting and wearing you out, and then suddenly, before you know it, you aren't okay. You're not doing the things you love doing. You're busy too much. You're not spending time with your friends or family. Life is so hard because you have to create this balance of, you know, work, because you have to make money to live, you know, social, you have to like balance out spending time with friends, family, you know, school, if you're in school, if not, like just work, which could be both, you're in school and work. Plus you gotta balance in, like, you know, things you need to do to survive, like eating, drinking water, taking a shower, going to the bathroom, like these are sleeping, which takes up so much of your time, like so many things you have to balance in. Plus, like, you know, time for yourself. There's so much going on. It's a lot. If you're someone that struggles with mental health issues, it can feel like 1,000 times harder. If anyone out there is struggling with the same thing or similar things, I really feel for you. I know how hard it can be. I've gone through really bad periods of my anxiety before. I'm not at that point. It's just kind of like doing little things is hard, and going anywhere almost feels like I'm constantly battling with my mind to just chill the F out. It's exhausting. So if there's other signs to just know if you're not okay, let me know in the comments. Also, just let me know, for me and other people, what are ways that you can help? Just like, what are ways to make life easier, less stressful? What are ways to make having you know, anxiety easier? Stuff like that, I guess. Or anything. I mean, if you have your own experience you want to talk about. I'm probably not going to be uploading consistently. I don't think I'm ever going to be that kind of person, because especially with life, things happen, and sometimes there are periods where you can't upload consistently. So I'm just gonna basically try to upload as much as I can, but I guess just keep an eye out. I mean, if you really want to watch my videos for some reason, you can turn on the bell and it will just let you know when I upload, because I can't promise a consistent thing. Clearly, I got a lot I need to figure out before that can happen. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. Really, thank you for watching it, because I do feel a little bit better. getting some of this stuff out. Subscribe if you want to. I would really appreciate it. I'll see you in my next video, hopefully. Bye!